Champions are the champions. Was
Match way.
quite yeah, do go ya one queen. Why? Oh, massa. That's a kind of to anthem you might. I was here for a high VAR podcast show. We are back again with exclusives as we always do it. Today we're going to talk about UCL, the UEFA Champions League. We're going to dive deep into the analysis concerning Barcelona PSG. That is for 1st of October,
Yeah,
right? 1st October.
Yeah.
1st October, Wednesday. Okay. So, as usual, my name is Shiwu Shenza. You call me Adance here, you can call me 15 now, and I'll respond. Yeah, that's my name. And I'm here with my brother, my co-host, say Obin. One time. Hey, teacher Obin, no.
Dali.
Okay, so as I said earlier, we're going to talk about UCL. And today we're going to talk about, you said UCL, we have 3 dimensions.
Yeah,
The history,
class, and
the class,
and then the tradition.
and the tradition.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to dive deep into all these things, and we will give you the prediction as usual. Said yeah, investors, we'll give you the prediction, we'll give you how the game will go, and yeah, I have my reservations there. I have something to say, but I'll reserve it. When Seobein finishes, then we go into it. Yeah, exactly. As usual, please just go into the comment section. Go there and just place it there. What you have for us, just place it there. I gave my number out, and the number is just for things concerning the podcast. Yeah. If you want to sponsor the show, if you want to sell on the show, we are open. Yeah, we are open to you. Just as we always say, sleep on the channel and you will eat good. Yeah, we are here for you. So we will. Today, do we have a quote for them?
Okay. Also, give up.
Oh no, we are not giving up. We are not giving up. Big man, we are not giving up. Share. We are not giving up. Today, I chanced on something.
Okay.
And I rephrased it and I want to make it mine.
Okay.
So this is Shi Wu Xianzai's proverb. The proverb, I will check the Chinese name and I will give it to you. It says, in all you're getting, get money.
No, you're getting, get money.
Yeah. In all you're getting, get money.
Chief no so do.
Chief no.
O si we o sika ya ade nyina.
Sika yo hini o.
Sika ya ade nyina o.
Sika yo hini o enya ade nyina o, but eye adem. Enya no na ya ade ni nyina no.
Odo e desin sika.
Why na say?
Painful kwasi ankika.
Okay, so we will dive deep into the Barcelona and the PSG game. And I'll hand over. Right now, I'm handing over to Seobein. So, Seobein, let's go.
Okay, so Barcelona versus PSG at the Montjuic Stadium. Yeah, and we are going to give you a comprehensive tactical breakdown of this particular UCL fixture. And I have teamed this particular game covering the historical context, 1, 2, the tactical battles, the key players, challenges, predictions, and what to watch out. So these are the 6 main thematic areas that I am going to touch on. So for the first one, the historical and contextual overview of this particular match, and it covers the head-to-head trend.
Okay.
So Barca and PSG have met multiple times in UEFA competitions. Yes, and according to the recent head-to-head data, in their recent 15 games, Barca have won 6, PSG have also won 4, and then 5 draws to that effect. And their matches tend to be a high-scoring fixture. So in their matches, over 1.5 is essentially guaranteed, and over 2.5 is also all frequent. And so this is a high-scoring fixture. Yeah. And I can give you an example of this particular fixture. In 2024, during Xavi's second season, yes, PSG and Barca met in the quarterfinal, and Barca dominated the home and away fixture until Araujo's red card, if you could recall that particular match. And PSG won 6-4 on aggregate. And at Barca's home turf, where Araujo was red carded, yes, they were beaten 4-1. And that red card collapsed everything because Xavi had coached an 100% team, yeah. But and that was one of the games that Barca recorded a low possession. I think 33% or so, yeah, and relatively few shot too. Okay. So that red card to Araujo in the 29th minute was very pivotal moment, and Barca down to 10 men increased PSG control because PSG were never going to come back in that particular game, and so PSG exploited Barca's advantages with one goals from Vitinha and Mbappe scoring two, one from a penalty spot and the other from. So there is a notable pattern when Barca and PSG meet, and when PSG are able to beat Barcelona, yes, there is a notable pattern which happens. So individual errors, one, which when Barca commits individual errors, which can be disciplinary, as in the red card, that or defensive breakdown. Yes, PSG are very good at punishing Barca. Yeah. So that is one notable pattern that I have observed in this particular fixture. And for PSG, this is a marquee fixture for them, because not just another match, because last season they were eventual finalists until Inter knocked Barcelona out in that 7-6 goal trailer. And there is a clash with huge prestige also, because we all know anyone who wins this particular game. But with this game, there are a lot of injuries, and we are going to talk about them later in the analysis. So, and media attention from this particular game is also on a rampant high. Okay. Yes, and there is huge pressure for both teams to also perform. So the current form as of September, sees Barca dominating domestically because they are on top of the La Liga as we speak. Okay. PSG also thumped Atalanta in a 4-goal. I think in their first game of the UCL. Yes. Game. So both teams are coming in this particular game well prepared. And let's look at the tactical matchups and key battles in this particular game. So we are going to examine how the two teams will approach this particular game. So the philosophies and styles of both managers. Yes. Yeah. Okay. And we all know Barca often aim to dominate possession, as in their style since time immemorial, and then build through the lines and press high. So they press from a front foot. So they start the attack, or they start their build-up or their transition in either a 3-2-5 or a 2-3-5. Always they press in the front foot. So one of their fullbacks will join the attack, and then one will also join the defense, starting the build-up. So it's either Gerard Martin or Koundé doing that. And they exploit spaces behind the defensive lines. And their structure usually allows controlled build-up and movement of the ball too. For PSG, their game favor more of direct threat in attack, often relying on individual talent to break lines and then create chances. And they may also press, but also exploit transitional movement. So their kind of football is what we call verticality football. So they recycle play. They create chances through individuals such as Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and a host of other players. So against Barca, PSG best part is to either disrupt their build-up play. So the is to force them to make errors in their defensive setup or their defensive threat, or to hit them on the counter break, because for PSG they have some fast players who, when they break into attack, they can cause havoc. And especially through wide areas, we know what Hakimi brings on board, and what Nuno Mendes also brings on board through their vertical passes behind their defenders. And key individual matchups and considerations in this particular fixture. So the matchups. So for Barca must avoid lapses or maintain compactness, and then avoid unnecessary fouls and red card. Yes. PSG must also transit play through Cavalier. Yeah, we know the reason why they
signed him. Yeah.
Yes,
they asked
Donnarumma out. Yeah. Yes, of the team. Yes, as their main outlet in the defense, and in the midfield also, midfield control. Yes, for the transitions, midfielders of both clubs need to control the tempo of the game and then recycle possession. So that is where the game is going to be won. Yeah. Yes, the midfield battle.
Whoever wins the midfield wins the match.
Yeah, the battle between Frankie de Jong and then Pedri. Okay. Yes, as against if Vitinha will be fit for this particular game. Okay. But João Neves is out, and so it might be Vitinha and then Warren Zaire Emery. Yes. And it is going to be a very interesting battle. Looking at the wing play or the wide play too, both teams need their wide fullbacks and the wingers to stretch the back line of each other. So in this instance, we have Koundé, Gerard Martin, Rafinha, but Rafinha is also injured. Lamine Yamal is back. Yeah. Yes. So Rashford, as against Mendes, Hakimi, Kvaratskhelia, Bakula, yes, and all of them should be at their utmost best, and the one who comes on top wins the tactical battle. So it is going to be a very interesting battle for the wing play too, or the wide play too. For the attacking potency, the ability of both teams to break down the defensive lines and when the space appear is very paramount to their tactical discourse in this particular fixture. So let's look at the strength and then the weaknesses of Barca. Yeah. So Barca's strength. So looking at their structure, yes, the ability to build up and then to pressure high, strong passing sequences. We know Barca even in close knit spaces, the ability to maneuver their way through,
out of those tight spaces. Yeah.
With Frankie de Jong and Pedri, yes, they can do that with cheeky ease. And Barca's vulnerabilities, also errors under pressure. So we know Araujo
will be playing.
Yes, what he can do. At a point, he was priced 150 million, but now 15 CDs actually he go hard. Individual lapses and then discipline 2 years. For PSG strength, we know the speed in attack, but they've lost Desire Doué, they've lost Dembele. Kvaratskhelia is also doubtful for this particular game because he was stretched off in their last match, I think, yes, together with Vitinha. But I perceive it might be a precautionary injury. Yeah, so he might start. But Bakule's space will be needed, and we know they are fullbacks too. They are very pacey in the shape of Hakimi and then Mendes, so they can complement the attack so well. And then, so the ability to punish mistakes and then counter-attacking quality in their finishing, and then PSG's vulnerability. So if you pin them back, like how Chelsea did against them in the Club World Cup final, if you pin them back, yes, they make a lot of mistakes, and especially through Marquinhos. But Marquinhos is also injured in this particular fixture, yes. So, and they are dependency on star players. So, as they depended on Desire Doué and Dembele, if you take them out of the game, yes, they are just worthless. Now, let's move to the key factors that will decide this particular tie. One, we have the discipline and avoidance of red cards. So both teams in this high-profile game, yes, you need to be disciplined and avoid unnecessary cards, especially red card. And then clinical finishing. So creating chances isn't enough, but yes, being profligate might cost you because this game might also come down to fine margins. So if you are being profligate instead of being proficient in your attack, the next moment maybe your opponent will punish you with.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's it. That is in the 10 of event. And then the midfield control and then transitions. Yes. So we know the tactical battle with, and both coaches all fancy playing better midfielders with control. So we are going to witness a very interesting midfield battle. game management and then controlling of emotional swings. So in this kind of games, yes, you need to control your players' emotional swings, because one mistake might cost you the entire game. And then consistency across both halves. You need to be consistent in the first half and in the second half, and avoid mistakes in this particular fixture. Set piece is one of the most underrated things that at a point, yes, you might be bereft of goals, and then the only thing you can rely on is set pieces. So you need to be clinical when set pieces are given in advantage areas. So we all know PSG set up in a 4-3-3, but because of the injuries to their team, they now set up in a 3-5-2.
Okay.
Yeah, but even in the 3-5-2, Marquinhos is injured. So these are the players who are injured, and they are first teamers. So I think the buzz or the enthusiasm around this particular game
will die down
small because of the
injuries, the names that are out. Yeah.
For PSG, Marquinhos will be out. Dembele will be out. Desiree will be out. Vitinha came off in their last game, but it might be precautionary. João Neves will be out. So these are all first teamers. So Kvaratskhelia also came off in their last game. But for Barca too, Joan Garcia is out. Yeah. Rafinha is also out, but Lamine Yamal is in, and they have some equally good wingers who can complement Rafinha. And Gavi isn't a starter, so we cannot put him in this particular bracket. So they might set up in a 4-back with Cavalier in post 1, and then Zabani and Pachu as the 4 and 5. Mendes, Hakimi as the 2 and 3. For the midfield, if all other things being equal, if Vitinha starts, it is going to be Vitinha, Warren, Zaire Emery, and then Fabian Ruiz, if he will be fit for this particular game, because he is also doubtful for this particular match, and he is going to be the advanced player. And I reckon Gonzalo Ramos playing as the 9.
Okay.
Kvaratskhelia, if he might also be fit, and then Bakula, yes. For Barca, we all know they start in a 4-2-3-1 with Garcia imposed, but he won't be imposed. So Chesney, yes, he will be imposed. Koundé as the number 2, Gerard Martin number 3. But for the 4 and 5, I reckon, because Kubasi was rested for this particular game, so Kubasi and then Araujo, because he is the captain of the team. For the midfield,
because he's the captain.
Yes, he won't be the captain position in sense. For the midfield, we know Frankie de Jong and Pedri. Yes, they are going to be at the base of the midfield, controlling the tempo of the game. And for the number 10, I think Fermin Lopez might start this particular game. Yes, because of the high press. And Lamine Yamal is back. Rashford, he has a very good record against PSG since his Manchester United days. So Rashford might start this game, and in their first game he scored a brace. Yeah, so the coach and looking at the posture of the coach, he so likes Rashford. Yeah, so he's going to start together with Lewandowski. Yeah, and they play with variations. So they start on paper in a 4-2-3-1. Yes, but in transitions, yes, they don't build up in a 4-2-3-1. They either build up in a 3-5-2 or in a 3-4-3 or in a 2-3-5. Yes, but in a high press, and they play a high line. Yes, at their back. So
the exact high line you want when they face Chelsea.
For now,
you can't talk much.
Is here over showing fucking. The players are champion. Where they play?
What are Kayo Debbie, what come ahead here? Share, we will hold you to your words. Ose Chelsea unbeaten. Then I bet on change. You starting you see your review now. Barca na me pe. Ene u dwane.
Unbeaten we dey overbeaten.
What they talk was
so this is a match fit for purpose and then fit for the goals, yes. And as a high scoring fixture, due to the tactical ingenuity of both managers, yes, we all reckon an over 2.5.
Over 2.5.
Yes. is very possible in this particular fixture. And if PSG manage to land the counter-attack or force turnovers in this particular, they may edge over it, yes. But if Barca also dominate possession and then control transitions, they could also be favourites for this particular game. So this is how the tactical battles between both teams will be on Wednesday or come Wednesday.
Oh, yes. Okay. So within the battles, the tactical battles, let's do away with the coaches.
Okay.
Now let's move to the field. Which battle are you looking at?
I am looking at the wide areas, one, and then the midfield.
Okay.
Yes. Because for Hakimi and Mendes, yes. Mendes and Lamine Yamal has a score to settle.
Sure.
Yes, they met in the Euros and we all know the outcome.
Yeah.
Yes, Lamine Yamal was taken out of the game. So Lamine Yamal, it's either a repeat or a revenge. For Hakimi, yes, we all know Hakimi, his defensive and then his offensive works, but he dwells more on the offensive work. So for Koundé and then Gerard Martin, but for Gerard Martin, I don't.
But they believe in him for now. For now, like they started insulting him. Then previously, I feel say Charlie.
I didn't say
they are just cheering him up.
So for now, they don't have any left back. Yes,
Okay.
their only option is Gerard Martin.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's only imperative that they have faith in him, because if you don't have faith in him, are you going to have faith in Cucurella? No. And for the midfield battle, it really pains and then aches me to the core because
of the injuries.
I so wanted João Neves and Vitinha as against Pedri and Frankie de Jong.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I wanted to confirm something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe for the but Zaire Emery, he was on top of his game before that. He had
that was last 2 seasons, I guess.
Yeah. He had a hamstring or an ACL injury. Yes, that was where João Neves took over. Okay. Yes, so I reckon if Vitinha's injury is not precautionary, yes, and he start this game, he's the third best player in the world, and Pedri is 11. So we are going to witness that. We are going to settle that particular scores because everybody.
Who is third?
Vitinha.
Rafinha was fourth.
Fifth. Yeah.
Who was fourth?
Fourth, Mohamed Salah.
Salah.
Yeah.
But then can't see you.
So everybody knows my stand. I am for Pedri, but for the season under review, Pedri was no better player than Vitinha.
Okay.
Yes. For the season under review. So let's apply context to our argument. So these are the battles because for both teams will not dwell on the defensive.
No.
On their defensive argument. So they are mostly going to dwell on their wingers. So for if Kvaratskhelia is going to start, Kvaratskhelia and then Bakola as against Rashford and Lamine Yamal. Yeah. So these are the battles that everybody should watch out for.
Okay. Okay. So these are the battles everybody should watch out for. Yes. From the investor stand or point of view, my brother here says over 2.5. Over 2.5. Barca to win either half. Maybe they will win first half or they will win second half.
Chairman,
in terms of goals.
Luis Enrique. We're minimal to win.
Okay, so this is VAR podcast show. Yeah, we will leave you here. You have the analysis, you have the tactics, everything. We've given you our prediction and we've told you, say, I had there, sleep on the channel. When you sleep on the channel, you eat good. This was the PSG Barcelona game.
Yes.
Yeah, at the Montjuic Stadium, right?
Yeah, Montjuic.
Okay. Okay. So we'll see you next time. Till then,
wherever you are,
stay liquid.
Wherever you are, even if there is light out in your area, yes, get yourself a generator or a plant because this is going to be a very interesting match.
A cracker.
Yes, and we the PSG fans.
We PSG fans.
I said, was it blue?
Was
it blue?
We the Barca fans.
We the PSG.
We are also
fans.
coming.
Okay.
We the Barca fans.
Okay.
Myself and Director Wizzy. We are also coming. Okay. We'll see you next time.
Verbal
Bye.
factor.